Paranormal King Radio Network, bringing you the best paranormal hosts and guests. Bringing you the best paranormal shows and features. Playing the top musical artists from around the world. Paranormal King Radio Network. With the best paranormal hosts and guests. The best in paranormal shows and features. Playing the best musical artists from around the world. Paranormal King Radio Network. The paranormal will never be the same.
There are things in this world of the paranormal that we do not understand, but we try to explain it through methods of science, magic, religion, and historical accounts. What we present to you now is Haunted Salem's Beyond the Grave, where the dead educate the living.
Welcome everyone to Beyond the Grave Radio with Haunted Salem, where the dead educate the living. I am your host, Christina Corsetti, and we just had a wonderful show with Jen and Kevin at Paraversal Universe. Thank you very much for having me on. I really had a great time. I have an excellent show for you tonight, very informative and educational. Tonight we'll be discussing 25 of the most common dreams and their meanings, along with dream facts, different types of dreams, dream premonitions, color meanings in dreams, and number meanings in dreams. We have some very valuable information here, so I really suggest that you go grab a notebook and a pen because you're going to want to take notes on tonight's show. But don't forget, you can always get the archive on the show at any time, so that's never a problem. Well, for 90 minutes or 2 hours or more each night, every single person on Earth dreams. Sometimes the dreams are straightforward in their meaning to the dreamer, but dreams don't always tell a simple story. And the field of dream research becomes even more fascinating when people from different cultures and backgrounds report having similar dreams. Dreams are like letters from the unconscious mind. If only they were written in the same language we use in waking reality. Fortunately, we do have the ability to study our dreams and interpret the common dream symbol they contain. Dreams are based on the theory that dreams are a depiction of our unconscious fears and desires. Some modern scientists who have tackled the subject of dream interpretation argue that dreams exist to aid our survival. These researchers theorize that dreams act as threat rehearsal wherein we can confront primal threats, such as threats to our life or status, so that we can better confront these challenges in real life. Dreams can be a powerful source of life-changing information if we pay attention to their meanings. There are numerous things to analyze in a dream, and you must break it down and search piece by piece to analyze one's dream. I have a lot of contact over the years about helping people analyze their dreams. So if you'd like some help, message Haunted Salem on Facebook or email hauntedsalem2772@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to assist you. So let's begin our show. We will start off with Dream of Spiders. As spiders weave intricate webs to catch unsuspecting prey, dreaming about spiders can indicate that dreamer is being manipulated or manipulating a situation or person itself. If the spider is poisonous, this may mean the dreamer is concerned about some especially venomous or even deadly force. However, if the dreamer is afraid of spiders in his or her waking life, a dream of spiders has a different meaning. he or she needs to come to terms with and overcome this phobia. To see a spider in your dream indicates that you are feeling like an outsider in some situation, or perhaps you want to keep your distance and stay away from an alluring and tempting situation. The spider is also symbolic or feminine power of an overbearing mother figure in your life. A spider refers to a powerful force protecting you against your self-destructive behavior. If you kill a spider in your dream, then it symbolizes misfortune and bad luck. To see a dead spider in your dream implies that you have overcome some strong feminine temptation. If you see a spider spinning a web in your dream, it signifies that you will be rewarded for your hard work, you will be promoted in your job, or recognized for your achievements in a difficult task. To see a spider climbing up a wall denotes that your desires will soon be realized. To dream that a spider is coming down on you from the ceiling indicates that you are unable to escape from some relationship. And if you dream of baby spiders, then it symbolizes a new or recent relationship. To dream that you are bitten by a spider represents a conflict with your mother or some dominant female figure in your life. Next, we have dream of being chased. To dream that you are being chased, it's an indication that you are avoiding some issue in your life. The actions in your dreams amplify how you respond to pressure and cope with fears, stress, or various situations. Instead of confronting the situation, you have a tendency to run away and avoid issues that you are uncomfortable with addressing. If someone is chasing you in your dream, then it may also refer to your close-mindedness. You are refusing to acknowledge a certain viewpoint or idea and don't even want to listen to an opinion that is different from yours. To dream that you are chasing someone simplifies that you are attempting to overcome a difficult goal or task. You may also be expressing some aggressive feelings towards others. Next, we have dream of being naked in public. A very common dream, being naked in public, represents feeling vulnerable or exposed. Being naked in public puts you at a disadvantage. You have nowhere to hide a weapon, for example. Thus, such dreams provide the benefit of stimulating your instinct or not let yourself get to disadvantaged positions. In a more figurative sense, dreaming of public nudity could represent exposing yourself emotionally, revealing a potentially damaging personal secret. To dream that you are naked devotes fear of being found out and exposed over your activities. You feel that you are being misjudged. To dream that you suddenly discover your nudity and are trying to cover up signifies your vulnerability to a situation. To see a naked person in your dream and you are disgusted by its represents some anxiety about discovering the naked truth about the person or situation. To see a naked person in your dream, and to dream that someone is naked, except for you, implies that there is something you are hiding from others. It may also mean that you are nervous about something. Next, we have dreaming of losing your teeth. Dreams about your teeth reflect your anxieties about appearance and how others perceive you. Your teeth help to convey an image of attractiveness and play an important role in the game of flirtation, whether it is flashing those pearly whites, kissing, or necking. Thus, such dreams may stem from a fear of rejection, feeling unattractive, feeling sexually undesirable, or from growing older. To support this notion, a dream research found that women in menopause reported a higher frequency of dreams about their teeth. So there seems to be a correlation with getting older and having more teeth dreams. From an evolutionary standpoint, teeth are important for survival and reproduction. Accordingly, dreaming about losing your teeth exercises your instincts to protect yourself and your appearance. On a more symbolic level, teeth represent how powerful and confident you feel. Losing your teeth in a dream could represent a waking life situation that is eroding your confidence. Dreaming that your teeth are falling out or rotting may refer to your fears of being embarrassed or making a fool of yourself in some situation. Perhaps you feel unprepared for the task at hand and are afraid of getting ridiculed. These dreams are often an over-exaggeration of your worries and anxieties. In most cases, all your worrying is for nothing. Sometimes what you imagine is far worse than what is the reality. To dream that your teeth are sparkling or gleaming simplifies happiness and fulfilled wishes. To dream that you're brushing your teeth refers to your level of confidence, your struggles, and your aggressiveness. You need to look out for yourself in your own interest, perhaps you feeling that your position is shaky. Dreaming that there are teeth growing all over the inside of your mouth from the roof of your mouth to under your tongue means that you are on the defensive about something and maybe a little overly aggressive about it. If you dream that your teeth is broken or that it has been knocked out, then it means that you have misspoken about some matter. It also refers to the consequences of your words and or what you say about others. Next, we have dreaming of falling. It is a myth that you die in real life if you dream about falling and hitting the ground. However, a falling dream could mean things in your life aren't going so great. This type of dream as your subconscious mind sending out a red flag that something in your life is moving rapidly in the wrong direction. This could be a relationship, career, finances, or something else. These dreams are also common among people with depression. When you fall, you have no control and have nothing to hold on to. Thus, your falling dream is analogous to a situation in your waking life where you are lacking or losing control. You are feeling overwhelmed, perhaps in school or your work environment, in your home life, or maybe your personal relationship. You have lost your foothold and unable to keep up with the demands of your daily life. Falling in your dream means you are lacking any sense of security, stability, and confidence. You are not sure where you stand in the particular circumstance or in your relationship. Perhaps you are at risk of losing your job or losing your home. Such loss can make you feel that ground is falling away underneath you. Moreover, falling dreams also indicate feelings of shame, inferiority, vulnerability, and or low self-esteem. You are afraid of not measuring up to others' expectations or to keep up the status quo. If you have recently had demands placed on you, then it would not be surprising if you dreamt of falling. Now, before I go any further, I want to get back in chat. I lost chat for a minute, but I don't want to not be there. So, okay, now I can see chat. All right, next we have dreams of flying. Dreaming about flying has to do with your sexual ambitions. Flying high and proud means you're happy with, even boastful of your sex life, while trying to fly and failing might mean that you're striking out a lot or feeling sexually inadequate. Being able to fly in a dream is about the desire to rise above difficult circumstances or a heavy responsibility in your waking life. Dreaming of flying is about feeling superior to others. Think of your advantage you have if you actually had this superpower. Dreaming of being able to breathe underwater is the same class of superior dreams. If you are flying with ease and are enjoying the scene and landscape below, then it suggests that you are in charge and on top of a situation. You have risen above something. Flying dreams and the ability to control your flight is a representative of your own personal sense of power. Flying high and or fast is associated to your level of confidence. If you are flying low, then it indicates that you are content with the pace of your current life. Flying backwards implies that you are reminiscing about your past. Very interesting. Next is dream of giving birth. This is a very common dream, especially among women. On a basic human instinct level, these dreams stimulate a woman's instinct to reproduce. Pregnancy dreams are about creativity. The dreamer has an unacknowledged desire to come up with a new idea, create a piece of art, or embark on a new creative project. Men who dream of being pregnant may be craving the power that women are able to wield by becoming a mother. To dream of giving birth or see someone else giving birth suggests that you are giving birth to a new idea or project. It also represents a new attitude, fresh beginning, or a major event. Dreaming that you are giving birth to an unusually healthy baby signifies dependency issues. You are afraid of having others rely on you and are apprehensive about satisfying others' needs. To dream that someone else is giving birth is to a very heavy baby represents some burden that this person is creating for you or others. To dream that you are giving birth to a non-human creature signifies your overwhelming fear in the health of your baby. To dream that your mother dies during birth represents transformation. The dream represents the ending of one thing and the new beginning of another thing. You may be making life changes or getting rid of your old habits in ways. King, do dreams come true? I want the tooth, Salem. You're funny. We will get to that. Dreams do come true. Those are premonition dreams, and we will definitely get to that. Absolutely. To dream that the child dies during childbirth suggests that you are having difficulties getting pregnant. It may also reflect your anxiousness about caring for a child. So, next we have dreaming of dying. Dreaming of dreaming your own death symbolizes interchange, transformation, self-discovery, and positive development that is happening within you or your life. You are undergoing a transitional phase and are becoming more enlightened or spiritual. Big changes are ahead for you where you're making a new start and leaving the past behind. If you are getting married or divorced, being promoted to a new position, moving to a new country, you may experience dreams of your own death. If you dream of faking your death, then it suggests that you are taking control of your life and making a fresh start. You want change in your life. A dream about dying could be a subconscious contemplation of your mortality, or death could symbolize an end, change, or absence. Dying in a dream could symbolize that you are looking for a new start and are going through a spiritual transformation, whereas dreaming about death of a loved one could mean that this person is no longer a part of your life, or that you lack a certain quality that this person embodies. Looking at death dreams as straightforward representation of death itself, these dreams stimulate our survival instinct, and dreams about death of a loved one encourages us to protect and cherish the ones that we love. Generally, dreaming about someone's death implies that you are feeling for that person are dead, or that a significant change or loss is occurring in your relationship with that person. If you see a stranger die in your dream, then it implies that you are feeling detached from the changes that are happening around you. If you dream about the death of a child, then it indicates that you need to let go of your immaturity and start being more serious. The death of a child can also mean your inner child is being stifled. Next, we have dream of being lost. Being lost in a building or unfamiliar city is a very stressful and very common type of dream. In many cases, the dreamer may be worried about getting lost in his or her own life circumstances. These type of dreams may occur when you feel anxious or insecure about finding your way in a new life situation, such as when starting a new job or moving to a new city. You may be especially prone to dreaming about being lost if you are embarking on a new challenge that you feel unprepared for, or are struggling to get accustomed to a situation where the rules are constantly changing. Dreaming that another person is lost could mean that you have unresolved feelings about that person. To dream that you are lost suggests that you have lost your direction in life, or that you have lost sight of your goals. You may be feeling worried and insecure about the path you are taking in life. If you try to call for help, then it means that you are trying to reach out for support. You are looking for someone to lean on. Alternatively, being lost means that you are still adjusting to a new situation in which the rules and conditions are ever changing. To dream that someone else is lost represents some unresolved issue or feeling pertaining to that person that is lost. Consider what aspect of that person you may have lost within your own self. Perhaps you need to recapture and re-acknowledge those aspects. Next we have dream of water. Dreaming about water reflects change. renewal, purification, sometimes symbolizing a change in consciousness accompanying some life transformation. Context is important. However, if you dream about offering water to others, this could represent that you are offering new life or positive change to others. Whereas if you dream about being caught in a typhoon, you could be feeling overwhelmed by life change. To see calm, clear water in your dream means that you are in tune with your spirituality. It denotes serenity, peace of mind, and rejuvenation. To see muddy or dirty water in your dream indicates that you are wallowing in your negative emotions. You may need to take some time to cleanse your mind and find internal peace. The dream suggests that your thinking or judgment is unclear and clouded. If you are immersed in muddy water, then it indicates that you are in over your head in a situation and are overwhelmed by your emotions. To dream that water is rising up in your house suggests that you are becoming overwhelmed by your emotions. To hear running water in your dream denotes meditation and reflection. You are reflecting on your thoughts and emotions. To dream that you are walking on water indicates that you have total control over your emotions. It also suggests that you need to stay on top of your emotions and not let them
Welcome to Clearwater Marine Aquarium. How's everybody doing today?
explode. Do we know what that is? We don't know what that is. Anyway, to dream that you are walking on water indicates total control over your emotions. It also suggests that you need to stay on top of your emotions and not let them explode out of hand. So it's symbolic of faith in yourself. To dream that someone throws water at you implies that you need to show more of your emotions. You have been too disconnected from others. Alternatively, it may mean that you need to cool off. To dream that a wall of water is coming towards you implies your emotions are welling up and can potentially close you off to others. To dream that you can bend water represents your ability to control your emotions. You can hide your feelings well. Next, we have dream to be back at school. No matter how many years we have been out of school, we just can't seem to escape it in our dream life. More than anything, this reflects the profound effect that years of schooling has on us. Often, these dreams are accompanied by anxiety-provoking situations such as being lost, naked, or unprepared for an exam. As discussed in the entries of those specific dream topics, such dreams could indicate you are feeling vulnerable, exposed, or insecure in your current life circumstances. In general, however, dreaming about school is all about your job. The scrutiny and pressures we are subject at work directly parallel those of school. So to dream that you are looking for a school suggests you need to expand your knowledge and learning. To dream that you are at new school means that you are feeling out of place in some situation, or perhaps there is a new lesson that you need to learn. To dream that you are running away from school means that you are not being receptive to new ideas and viewpoints. You have not learned from your past mistakes. To dream that your childhood school is in ruins suggests that you are dwelling on some unresolved childhood issue. Alternatively, the dream represents the passage of time. You need to look towards the future instead of reliving the past. Next, we have dream of being cheated on. Dreams are a place where we can express our insecurities, including sexual jealousy. It should be fairly obvious that dreaming that your spouse or significant other is cheating on you does not necessarily mean that they are two-timing you in real life, but rather it indicates that you may have some worries about this happening. Fortunately, this is completely normal. It simply reflects our instinctive determination to fend off romantic rivals to keep our mate. You may have such dreams when you feel cheated on of quality time with your sweetheart, and you should let the dreams be a wake-up call to alert you that you need to spend more time together. To dream that your mate, spouse, or insignificant other is cheating on you also indicates your fears of being abandoned. You are concerned about the future and whether your significant other will be there for you. Perhaps you are waiting for a commitment from your significant other. Often such dreams may occur because you were abandoned before by an ex, by a parent, or important person in your life. Sadie, don't you start. Next, we have dreams of snakes. Being attacked by snakes is the most common type of being attacked by an animal dream. Snakes are a real threat to many people worldwide. And in this dream, rehearses our instincts to avoid and or survive this threat. Symbolically, snakes could represent a hidden threat. The proverbial snake in the grass. A snake shedding its skin could symbolize transformation or renewal, in which case a snake dream could be seen as a positive omen. Because snakes are sometimes hard to see and are slithering in bushes, they are also symbolic of a hidden threat and or betrayal. They lie in wait, waiting for the perfect opportunity to make a move. If the snake bites you, then the dream is trying to alert you to something in your waking life that you are not aware of or that has not yet surfaced. To see a baby snake in your dream means that you are underestimating the threat. If you kill the snake or if the snake is dead, then it means that the threat has passed or that you have overcome it. As a metaphor, the snake in your dream can be symbolic of a person around you who is callous, evil, ruthless. In this scenario, the snake will try to strike at you, bite you, or even eat you alive. Sometimes the snake may even change into a human form. Your dream is telling you not to trust her or him. If you are afraid of making your true feelings towards someone known, then you will likely dream of snakes. Next, we have dream of being late. Usually these dreams occur in the context of being tardy to or missing an important event, such as catching a plane, attending an important work meeting, or getting to class on the first day of school. This kind of dream could show that you were anxious about work, school, or an upcoming trip. It may also indicate an inability to make a connection, regret about a missed opportunity, or a need to get your life in order. If you have this dream, you should ask yourself, what are you missing in life, and who you might have disappointed. Next, we have dream of being unprepared to perform. In this sort of dream, you may find yourself at the last minute woefully unprepared for some important performance, such as taking a final exam, giving a speech to thousands of people, or delivering your debut performance on Broadway. This type of dream shows that you are judging your own performance in life and are afraid of coming up short. Such dreams help stimulate our determination to be prepared and ready to perform in real life. Next, we have dream of hot and steamy dreams. Having a sexy dream about someone you love or are attracted to in real life is rather clear, cut out, carried over of your waking feeling into dreamland. You have emotions and or sexual urges that you long to express. Our society is pretty inhibited when it comes to expressions of sexuality outside of certain approved circumstances. But that doesn't change the fact that we are hardwired to procreate. Dreams give us a forum to express these desires. If you're in a relationship, having a hot and spicy dream about someone other than your partner may indicate that your waking sex life isn't totally fulfilling your needs and that you need to reinvigorate your relationship. That said, sensual dreams are not always about unexpressed sexual desires. Dreaming about sex with a platonic friend or even with a stranger could simply indicate a desire for closeness or intimacy without hang-ups or baggage. That takes us to the next one, which is dream of sex mares. Unfortunately, not all sex dreams are pleasant. But don't worry. Just because you're dreaming about having sex with your elderly 8th grade algebra teacher doesn't mean that you are secretly hot for him. Sex dreams about someone you are not attracted to, even someone you're related to, or someone of a different gender than you are normally attracted to, are unpleasant by design. They are meant to disgust you so that you don't pursue such unwise pairings in real life. Dream about being raped encourages us to avoid this disturbing and dangerous scenario in real life. Dreaming about being raped could also indicate you are feeling violated in some way. Next, we have dream of being shot. This is one of the commonly reported dreams about threats from other people, especially in the United States. This type of dream may occur as a result of your instinct concern about avoiding and surviving an actual shooting. You may have this dream in response to seeing coverage of shootings on the news or because of violent threats in your own life. Taking a more metaphorical approach, Dreams of being shot as symbolizing any sort of confrontation or victimization in your waking life, including self-punishment. To see a shooting in your dream indicates that you have a set goal and know what to aim for in life. Your plans are right on the target. To dream that you shoot a person with a gun denotes your aggressive feelings and hidden anger towards that particular person. If the person you shoot is a stranger, then it indicates that you are rejecting unknown aspects of yourself that you do not understand. To dream that someone is shooting you with a gun suggests that you are experiencing some confrontation in your waking life. You may be feeling victimized in some situation. If you dream that someone is shooting you in the back, then it means that you are involved with some questionable people who may be harmful to you, to your well-being. It also implies that you are too trusting of others. Next, we have dream of being exposed on the toilet. Like being naked in public, being exposed to the public while using the toilet leaves you extremely vulnerable. Going back to our cave person roots, you need privacy when doing your business so that no one can attack you while you're in a compromising position. Therefore, dreaming about being exposed to the public exists to encourage you to avoid potentially vulnerable situations. However, despite our instinct to vulnerability, sometimes it's actually in our best interest, as when forming close relationship with other people. An exposure dream might be a good reminder that you need to open up to others and not worry so much about the potential embarrassment you risk by doing so. Next, we have dream of driving an out-of-control vehicle. Most drivers have this dream. You are driving along and you realize you're about to hit a car or person, only to realize that the brakes or steering wheel won't work. Of course, this could always happen in real life, so this type of dream could simply indicate anxiety about such an event occurring, especially if you have been in a car accident before. But as you might guess, dreaming of not being able to control your vehicle might also mean that you feel out of control in your own life, or, that you cannot make consistent progress towards your own ambitions. Next, we have dream of celebrities. It might seem strange that we talk about or even dream about celebrities, almost as much as we do our own group of friends and family, but psychology has a solid theory to explain it. If we see or hear about a person a lot, even if it's on TV or in a magazine, our brains cannot distinguish between whether we actually know the person or if we just think we do. Thus, we can feel like a celebrity or public figure is a member of our tribe even though we never met them. So having a dream about hanging out with Jack Nicholson is not necessarily more significant than dreaming about hanging out with a college friend you admire. However, if you have a dream where you feel a rush of pride or elation because a celebrity is showing you attention, this could mean you long to attain a higher social status, probably due to low self-esteem. Next, we have dream that you cannot make a phone call. Although telephones don't resemble the form they did 20 or even 10 years ago, we are still dependent on our phones for much of our communication, whether it's through text or using it to actually speak to someone. In fact, you could argue that we're more addicted to our phones than ever before in history. As in real life, a phone in a dream represents communication. Thus, the common dream of not being able to get through to someone over the phone indicates communication problems or fear of not being able to connect with that person on the other end. Perhaps you are having communication issues with this person in real life. On the other hand, you might be a little too dependent on using your smartphone as a primary means of communication and could benefit from some in-person human interaction. Next, we have dream of being paralyzed. You try to move, but your legs are paralyzed or physically trapped. Or maybe you try to speak, but you can't make the words out. Whatever the exact context of the dream, you are unable to use your usual tools to flee a threat or go somewhere or express yourself. Paralyzed dreams can indicate that you feel unable to progress in a certain situation because something is holding you back, possibly even sabotage. As a result, you may be exerting a lot of effort but still going nowhere, trying to figure out what obstacle you feel is hindering you in real life. To dream that you are paralyzed reflects the current state of your body while you are dreaming. During the REM state of sleep, your body is really immobile and paralyzed. People report they cannot run or hit despite how hard they try. Symbolically, dreaming that you are paralyzed means you're feeling helpless or pinned down in some aspects or circumstances of your waking life. You may feel unable to deal with a situation or change anything. Alternatively, the dream suggests that you are feeling emotionally paralyzed. You have difficulties expressing your feelings. Next is dreams that you cannot find the bathroom. In some cases, the common dream of not being able to find the bathroom could have the same meaning as being exposed to the public when trying to use the bathroom. You seek privacy so that you won't have to feel vulnerable or embarrassed. However, in many cases, people have this dream when they need to use the toilet in real life. If you frequently have this dream and wake up with an urgent need to go to the bathroom, or worse, you find and use the bathroom in your dream but not in real life, it's a good idea to see a doctor to make sure you don't have any plumbing problems. If the dream is unrelated to a real life urge to use the bathroom, it could symbolize that there is an issue in your life where you're finding its challenges to express your fundamental needs. And lastly, for the 25 most common dreams that one has, is dream of being frustrated. A general feeling of frustration is perhaps the most common theme in dreams. Maybe you lost your car keys and can't find them, or you can't figure out the answer to an important question, or you can't cry out for help when you need it, or maybe the context is so nonsensical that you can't even figure out why you found it so frustrating once you woke up. This theme runs through most bad dreams, including many of the dreams we just discussed. These dreams motivate us to be persistent and overcome challenges in real life. However, if you have these bad dreams, so often they are causing you significant distress. This could indicate that you have severe stress or psychological condition such as depression or post-traumatic stress disorder. To dream that you feel frustrated represents your difficulty in coping with the situation in your daily life. It may reflect concerns that your life is not going in the direction you want. So, right there, that's the 25 most common dreams. Now, I know that dreams are endless. What you pick out of a dream is just completely endless. It can just go on forever. So, like I said, if you guys or anyone out there would like their dreams analyzed, send me a message on Facebook or email me at hauntedsalem2772 at gmail.com. So we just went through a lot of information. And we're going to take a break now and listen to one of my favorite songs by Soul Rebel Project. So enjoy. Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Radio with Haunted Salem, where the dead educate the living on the Paranormal King Radio Network. In case you're just joining us, I am your host, Christina Corsetti, and we're discussing tonight dreams and their meanings. Next, we have dream facts, which I thought was very interesting. Let's learn some dream facts. 1/3 of your life is spent sleeping. In an average lifetime, you would have spent a total of 6 years of dreaming. That is more than 21 days spent in a different realm. Dreams have been here as long as mankind. Back in the Roman era, profound and significant dreams were submitted by the Senate for analysis and interpretation. Everybody dreams. Simply because you do not remember your dream does not mean that you did not dream. In fact, you had several dreams during a normal night of sleep. Dreams are indispensable. A lack of dream activity may imply some protein deficiency or a personality disorder. On average, you can dream anywhere from 1 to 2 hours every night. Moreover, you can have 4 to 7 dreams in one night. Blind people do dream. Whether visual images appear in their dreams depend on whether they are blind at birth or become blind later in life. But vision is not the only sense that constitutes a dream. Sound, smell, hypersensitivity for the blind and their dreams are based on their senses. 5 minutes after the end of a dream, half the content is forgotten. After 10 minutes, 90% is lost. The word dream stems from the Middle English word dream, which means joy and music, but that's spelled D-R-E-M-E. Men tend to dream more about other men, while women dream equally about men and women. Studies have shown that your brain waves are more active when you are dreaming than when you are awake. Dreamers who are awakened right after REM sleep are able to recall their dreams more vividly than those who slept through the night until morning. Research has found that during dreaming REM sleep, males experience erections and females experience increased vaginal blood flow regardless of the content of the dream. Hence, wet dreams may not necessarily coincide with overly sexual dream content. People who are in the process of giving up smoking tend to have longer and more increased dreams. Toddlers do not dream about themselves. They do appear in their own dreams until the age of 3 and 4. If you are snoring, then you cannot be dreaming. That's a funny one. Nightmares are common in children, typically beginning around the age of 3 and occurring up to the age of 7 to 8. In a poll, 67% of Americans have experienced deja vu in their dreams, occurring more often in females than males. Around 3% of adults suffer from sleep apnea. I know I do. The treatable condition leads to unexplained tiredness and inefficiency. According to a research study, the most common setting for dreams is your own house. It is very normal for males to experience an erection during REM stage of sleep, even when they are not dreaming anything of sexual nature. The original meaning of the word nightmare was a female spirit who besets people at night while they sleep. In dreams, negative emotions tend to occur twice as often as pleasant feelings. Fear and anxiety are the most commonly expressed emotions in dreams, followed by anger and sadness. The colder your house is, the worse your dreams are. They say if your room is at average temperature, you'll have better sleep. And if you avoid your sleep for more than 10 days, you will die. We have different types of dreams. There are different types. First, we'll start with daydreams. Daydreaming is often a disregarded and neglected aspect of dream study because they are often overlooked as fleeting and wandering thoughts. There is a lack of emphasis on the content of your daydreams. However, the meanings to your nightly dream symbols are also applicable to your daydreams. The content in your daydreams are also helpful to the understanding of your true feelings and fulfilling your goals. Daydreaming occurs when you are semi-awake. It is a spontaneous imaging or recalling of various images or experiences in the past or future. You allow your imagination to run away from you. When you daydream, you are accessing your right brain, which is the creative and feminine side of your personality. Daydreams are often viewed as light-hearted in nature. They are just silly fantasies and wishful thinking. Actually, even worrying over things can be classified as a form of daydreaming. When you worry, you are visualizing an unwanted or negative outcome to a situation. By repeating these negative images in your mind, you are more likely to make them happen. Next time you start worrying, try to think of a positive outcome. Just as your worrisome daydreams can unwittingly come true via, repetition of your mind, you can use it as a tool to your advantage and make positive events happen. You can utilize daydreams as a technique to visualize what you want and hope to happen. It is said that many athletes, musicians, business leaders utilize daydreams to envision success. They anticipate or imagine landing the perfect jump, closing a deal, or making that single hit. Tiger Woods, for one, has said to use daydreams to improve his golf game. You too can utilize daydreams for something as simple as studying for and acing the next test or landing that job. Positive daydreaming is healthy. It serves as a temporary escape from the demands of reality. It is also a good way to release pent-up frustrations without physically acting them out. All too often you worry about your job, your family, finances, a relationship. It is a way to leave the world behind and ponder about what could have been, what should have been. It relieves stress, improves attitude, fosters creativity, and refreshes the mind, body, and spirit. The next type of dream we have is called a false awakening dream. Have you ever thought you have awakened up and gone about your daily morning routine, getting up, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, and going to work, only to wake up again and realize that just happened in your dream? The sensation is referred to as false awakening. Waking up in your dream and then waking up in real life. It's called false awakening. The next type of dream that you have is called lucid dream. Lucid dreams occur when you realize you were dreaming. Most dreamers wake themselves up once they realize that they are dreaming. Other dreamers have cultivated the skill to remain in a lucid state of dreaming. They become an active participant in their own dream, making decisions in their dream, and influence the dream's outcome about awakening. Lucid dreams give you the ability to control your own dreams, which you can control your own dreams, and steer them toward the direction you want. In the lucid state, you are more willing to confront threats as a result, becoming more self-confident. When you achieve lucidity, you can use it as a tool to improve your sports game, to rehearse for your speech, to fulfill your fantasies, or to solve a problem in your waking life. In fact, some athletes utilize their lucid dreams to practice their tennis serve, golf stroke, or backswing. Even in your day-to-day life, you can use lucid dreams to ask the boss for a raise, prepare the first aid, overcome phobias, get over writer's block. Lucid dreams can help you visualize and rehearse an event in your mind before it actually occurs. It helps to overcome fears and anxieties. The application of lucid dreams is limited only to your imagination. Because brain activity during the dream state is the same as during the real-life event, what you learn or practice in your lucid dream state is similar to the training and preparation you do in your waking world. Your neutral patterns are already being conditioned. At least half of the adults have had one lucid dream in their lifetime. Many have reported having lucid dreams without even trying. Often flying is associated with lucid dreams. While practice, lucid dreaming can be learned and achieved at your will. The next type of dream you have is what's called the nightmare. Nightmares are a subcategory of dreams. The distinction of a nightmare, it is frightening and or emotional content. You tend to wake up in fear in the midst of a nightmare. Because of its frightening nature, you are more likely to remember your nightmare in the vivid details. They have a bigger impact upon your waking mind. Images stay with you throughout the day. Some studies show that people who have more sensitive, intuitive, creative, imaginative, and more prone to having nightmares. This may be because they are more empathetic and more in tune with their surroundings. One reason for nightmares may be a way for your unconscious to get your attention about a situation or problem that you've been avoiding. It is time to take notice and confront the issue. Sometimes nightmares serve to warn you about your health or an accident. However, oftentimes nightmares stem from a deeper level indicating that something is troubling you from within your subconscious. Discussing, analyzing, and understanding your nightmares can lead to a solution to solve some problems, internal conflict, or personal difficulty. The next dream type is called recurring dreams. Recurring dreams repeat themselves with little variation in story or theme. These dreams may be positive, but most often they are nightmarish in content. Dreams may recur because a conflict depicted in the dream remains unresolved or ignored. Once you find a resolution to the problem, your recurring dream will cease. Most dreams contain messages that serve to teach you something about yourself. However, soon after you wake up to go about your daily routine, you tend to quickly forget what you dream about. The messages recurring dreams may be so important and or powerful that it refuses to go away. The frequent repetition of such dream forces you to pay attention and confront the dream. It is desperately trying to tell you something. Such dreams are often nightmarish or frightening in their content, which also helps you take notice and pay attention to them. Reoccurring dreams are quite common and are often triggered by a certain life situation, transitional phase in life, or a problem that keeps coming back again and again. These dreams may occur daily, once a week, or once a month. Whatever the frequency, there is little variation in the dream content itself. Such dreams may be highlighted as personal weakness, fear, or your inability to cope with someone in your life, past or present. The repetitive patterns in your dream reveal some of the most valuable information about yourself. It may point to a conflict, situation, or matter in your waking life that remains unsolved or unsettled. So some urgent, underlying message in your subconscious is demanding to be understood. The next type of dream you have is called the healing dream. Healing dreams serve as messages for the dreamer in regards to their health. Many dream experts believe that dreams can help in avoiding potential health problems and healing when you are ill or when you are grieving. Research shows that asthma and migraine sufferers have certain types of dreams before an attack. Your bodies are able to communicate to your mind through dreams. The dreams can tell you that something is not quite right with your body even before any physical symptoms show up. Dreams of this nature may be telling the dreamer that he or she needs to go to the dentist or doctor. If you can understand the language of your dreams will serve as a valuable early warning system. They can help inform you, advise, and heal. The next type of dream is a prophetic. Here we go. Prophetic dream. Premonition, psychic. These dreams are seemingly foretell the future. One rational theory to explain this phenomenon is your dreaming mind is able to piece together bits of information and observation that you may normally overlook or that you do not seriously consider. In other words, your unconscious mind knows what is coming before you consciously piece together the same information. In a psychic or a precognitive dream, you see the future through your dream. It is difficult to determine that a dream is this type of dream because we can only confirm such a dream after it's taken place. Even though we only hear of the success stories, there are so many other dreams that do not come true. Thus, this premonition dream may just be merely coincidences. There are believers that dreams can indeed predict or foretell the future. These dreams are linked to major disasters, wars, assassinations, accidents, lottery numbers, or with winning horse races. Such dreams have helped solve crimes. In history, Abraham Lincoln was said to have dreamt his own body laying in a coffin 2 weeks before his assassination. British engineer John Donne dreamt of the eruption of a volcano in France, which came true. Having these type of dreams suggests that you experience anxiety and that you are expressing a desire for certainty in the future. You are looking to your dream to help you make an important decision or to reassure you that you are on the right path. The next type of dream we have is called an epic dream. Epic dreams are so huge, so compelling, and so vivid that you cannot ignore them. The details of such dreams remain with you for years, as if you dreamt it last night. The dream possess much beauty and contain many symbols. When you wake up from such a dream, you feel that you have discovered something profound or amazing about yourself or about the world. It feels like a life-changing experience. How do you know if your dream is an epic dream? If all of the following applies to your dream, then chances are that this is an epic dream. Okay, the dream brings about greater awareness to you in an unforgettable way. The dream makes you look at life from a fresh new perspective. The dream invokes strong emotion. The dream is extremely vivid and memorable. The images are so so vivid that you cannot stop thinking about it. The dream fills you with awe as soon as you wake up. Or the dream remains with you for years and years, and if you're like you just dreamt it yesterday. Those are all examples of epic dreams. I have always told my fans that I help, so I always tell them that it's best to keep a journal next to your bed. So when you wake up, you jot down everything you can remember about that dream. Now, why should you remember your dreams? Well, your dreaming mind has access to vital information that is not readily available to you when you are awake. Your dreams serve as a window to your subconscious and reveal your secret desires and feelings. In remembering your dreams, you gain increased knowledge, self-awareness, and self-healing. Dreams are an extension of how you perceive yourself. They may be a source of inspiration, wisdom, joy, imagination, and overall improved psychological health. Learning to recall your dreams help you become a more assertive, confident, and stronger person. By remembering your dreams, you are expressing and confronting your feelings. Dreams help guide you through difficult decisions, relationship issues, health concerns, career questions, or any life struggle you may be experiencing. Remembering your dreams help you come to terms with stressful aspects of your life, and you will learn more about yourself, your aspirations, and your desires through your dreams. Now, babies and dreams. In a study on babies and dreaming, it was learned that babies spend 66% of their sleeping time in the REM state. That is quite a bit of dreaming, considering that the average adult spends 15 to 20% of their sleep in the REM dreaming stage. Dream researchers believe that there is a correlation between REM sleep and brain development. While still in the womb, the fetus is already spending a significant amount of time in REM sleep. At only 30 weeks, the fetus spends nearly 24 hours in a REM state. Premature babies also spend up to 80% of their sleep in the REM state. As babies mature, their REM sleep decreases. It drops to 50% in the full-term baby and down to 35% in a 1-year-old. This finding supports the notion that REM sleep is important in the mental development of the baby. Dreaming may be seen as a way of exercising the mind and stimulating it. As babies get older, they will be able to get mental stimulation from their surroundings and outside environments. It is difficult to know what babies are dreaming about, but their dreams are probably triggered mainly by physical sensation. As babies continue to develop, visual images and sounds begin to play a role in their dreams. So that takes us to children in dreams. In a research conducted at the University of Virginia, it was found that animals are featured more in children's dreams compared to adult dreams. This may be due to the notion that children are just interested in animals. Furthermore, frightening animals like lions, snakes, crocodiles, even wolves occur more often than non-frightening animals like sheep, butterflies, or birds. Children use animals to symbolize their wishes and fears. Children also seem to dream more about aggression than adults. Surprisingly, children dream about aggressive acts twice as often as adults. This may be due to the notion that children are still trying to control their impulses in order to live and function in a civilized society. They are trying to keep their impulses in check. Interestingly, the research showed that the dreams of girls were longer than those of boys. Girl dreams contained more people and clothing. Boy dreams were more about tools and objects. Children's nightmares often stem from being punished by parents when a child is sick or if there's turmoil in the child's home life. Now, going to premonition dreams. Let's talk a little bit about that. A premonition, dream predicts or gives some indication of actual future events. The only way to discern a premonition dream from any other kind of dream are through your own intuitive knowing by having it verified by an expert, by waiting to see if the premonition actually comes true. There are 7 types of premonition dreams one can have. Starting off with number 1, that would be clarification dream. A clarification dream provides insight into your experience of a current or past situation in your life. It presents an aspect of your life, usually a recent situation, often in an exaggerated manner. Key elements often have a different appearance than they do in real life. For example, a person might appear as another person you know who has similar characteristics. A clarification dream often conveys what you subconsciously feel or think about a particular aspect of your life, or how strongly you feel about it, even when you might not be aware of those thoughts and feelings in the waking state. Next, you have the symbolism dream. A dream contains symbolism when one or more key elements or symbols are featured, and the dreamer experiences those elements as having great significance. These key elements almost always represent something other than themselves and carry a hidden, deeper meaning. Next, you would have a timeline dream. A timeline dream represents a sequence of events or elements from a portion of your life, beginning at a certain point in your life and ending at a later point. A timeline dream usually portrays a series of events from the past, but can also include current and future events of situations. The event or elements in your dream may be unfamiliar, but they represent actual circumstances in your life. A timeline dream usually also functions as a clarification dream, so pay attention to the details. Next, you would have rehearsal dreams. Rehearsal dream involves a run through of an actual planned event you're expecting in the near future. This type of dream allows the subconscious to prepare in advance for an important or potentially traumatic event. Depending upon your emotion about the event, your subconscious may choose to run through either the best case scenario and the pleasure you expect the event to bring, or worst case scenario and the potential disaster that you are afraid could happen. In the worst case scenario, because the dream tells you what your fears are, you have a chance to work through them before the event if you choose to do so. Next, you would have a message dream. A message dream contains information from a source outside of yourself, usually with an indication that you or someone else needs to know something or that some action may be needed. It can be similar to other types of dreams, except the content is influenced by a source external to your own subconsciousness. The purpose of the message could be to clarify a situation in your life, reassure you that you are on the right track, or tell you that you are off track in an area of your life. Answer a question you have had in your mind, solve a problem you have been pondering, or provide a creative idea to apply in a project you're working on. Next, you would have an interaction dream. An interaction dream involves contact with another person, often a loved one who passed on, but also can be a spiritual guide or someone who is still living. If the person is someone you know, they usually appear as themselves rather than looking like another person. Dream content can vary, but often some particular feelings or sense is conveyed to the dreamer, such as a feeling that is all well with this person. Sometimes unfinished business is resolved or the dreamer's questions are answered during the dream state. Occasionally, actions that occurred in the past with this person are reversed, such as when someone who harmed you in the past comes back to your dream state and offers you a kind action. The last of this premonition dreaming would be the toxic dream. A toxic dream is usually a real, very realistic, upsetting dream that is most likely to occur when your body is physically, mentally, or emotionally overloaded during sleep. They are usually terrible nightmares, and their purpose can often be interpreted simply as a signal that you are in a toxic state at the time of the dream. These dreams can result from a number of factors the day before, including eating refined carbohydrates, which is sugar or white flour, processed or junk food, additives or preservatives, eaten any food within 2 hours before going to bed, or overeaten during the day, ingesting drugs or other substances that stress the body, encountering environmental toxins such as mold, exhaust fumes, and so forth. Being emotionally toxic, such as going to bed angry or hateful, or not getting enough rest. Okay, we're all going to take another break now, our second break, and listen to some Metallica. So I will see you in a couple minutes. Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Radio with Haunted Salem on the Paranormal King Radio Network. We were discussing dreams and their meanings before the break. Next, I want to talk about color meanings in dreams. What colors, mean. If you dream of red, dreaming of red is an agitation, passion, intensity. In the chakras, red is the root. It is primitive energy that expresses itself in terms of survival and prime instinct. Consider the deep blood red that runs through our veins, life affirming, flowing, and activating our energy on a very base physical level. Red is the root that runs through our psyche. It speaks to us on dominant power, a dormant power. Consider fire. It requires an igniting action. The capability of fire is all around us, but it takes a spark to release the power. So if you see red in your dreams, you want to ask yourself, what needs activating in your life? What physical condition needs your attention? Are your basic primary needs being met? In stagnation, disallowing reproduction? Is it time to reconnect with nature? And are you in an environment that allows you to ignite your passions? Orange, if you dream in orange, it's a sign of equalization, balance, and temperance. Orange stands between the raging emissions of red and the themes, awareness, realizations of yellow. It is not entirely physical and not completely mental. Orange is the fulcrum and our perception, the teeter-totter. When we dream in oranges, we are asked to consider what is in balance in our lives. Orange refers messages of harmony and contentment, often achieved through a specific cycle of time. Orange also asks us to build up our immunities, freshen up our routines, and engage in practices that enhance our daily lives. So if you see orange in your dreams, you want to ask yourself, what needs balancing in your life? How can I temper my obsessions yet still remain creative, productive? What kind of results are my actions over time going to yield? Am I approaching my life in a creative way? How can I incorporate more creativity and play in my daily life? And my idea of satisfaction, contentment, and completion. Yellow, dreaming in yellow means radiant themes of centralization, focus, awareness, and reminds us of our role as humans within the context of the whole. Consider the yellow tones of the sun and how central this star is of our existence. Consider the center chakra, which is also yellow and governs our will and even our sense of identity. Yellow is the color of intelligent design, and when we dream in yellow, it reflects a special kind of clarity. Yellow is a bright idea. When we dream of yellow, our deeper consciousness is paving the way to a path of a higher understanding and mystical awareness. Yellow centralizes our energetic focus so that we may intensify our presence. That intensity then radiates outward, just as the light of the sun does. Dreaming of yellow indicates a time of intelligent reflection in which we are influencing the world around us in amazing ways. So if you dream in yellow, the questions you want to ask yourself is, what perceived barriers do I have that prohibit my greatest view? What core beliefs do I express that puts me in the best advantage? How am I influencing others? What is my guiding light, and how can I remain illuminating? What can I do to gain more clarity? And what steps can I take to nurture my creative awareness? Now, green. Dreaming in green often points to us as a direction of growth, healing, love, giving, and inspiration. Green corresponds with the heart chakra, which governs passion, love, and healing. It's associated with the element of air, and so we see different kinds of love than we experience in the primal red hues. Green is a symbolic of communicating care of subtle energetic level. When we dream of green, we are imbued with a magical ability to transfer knowledge by unorthodox means. It facilitates growth, love, and healing by mental stimulation. The combined with green of the heart chakra talks to us about emotional intelligence and communing with the open heart. So when we dream of green, we're experiencing levels of healing and growth that are subtle. When you're dreaming green, you want to ask yourself these questions. Is your life where A lawn. If your life were a lawn, what would you look like? How could you improve your lawn's health, appearance, and longevity? How am I communicating my love to others effectively? Am I aware of my own needs and meeting them? What other methods of communicating can I develop? What if wellness was programmed in my DNA? How can I tap into that health? Blue. The color blue, dreaming blue, points to thoughts, ideas, dreams, and the ability to convey them. Consider the skies overhead, the atmosphere of symbolic of vast, endless opportunities for discovery, renewal, and expression. As humans are attempted to find, project, perceive, and share this vastness is innate. We got to take it all in, process, and then tell everyone we know all about it. So when we dream in swirling blue hues, it's often a sign of our ability to tap into the vast mysteries of life. That's step one. The other step of blue dreams ask of us to interpret these mysteries and share them with our environment. Blue dreams remind us that opinions and perceptions can be run to a neutral network, a path of interchange and exchange. So when you dream of blue, you want to ask yourself, if I suspended judgment, how would I describe my environment? What's my ideal of tranquility? How can I more effectively communicate what I'm feeling? Am I aware of my own immorality? What's my idea of flying high, and how can I connect with that feeling more often? And what ideas can I share that can potentially change the world for the better? Now, indigo. Indigo color is between a blue and a violet. So indigo color meaning in dreams are more psychic tuning, contacting the spiritual vision. Indigo goes deep, real deep. Therefore, deep minds will dream in indigo as a message. Dreaming in indigo marks the consciousness ability to dive far deeper than what daily reality holds. If you're dreaming of indigo, next time make a conscious effort to dive even deeper, push the limits, and you will find that there is no end to the startling revelations available to your perception. Indigo dreams are intentions into a world where common rules and conventionalism are not applied. Consider the deepest, darkest depths of the Marianas Trench, far deeper than its capacity of the psychic mind. Dive in. There's endless treasure to be found in that dreamy realm of indigo. So when you're dreaming indigo, you want to ask yourself, how far can I move into my deepest presence, awareness, and consciousness? How fully can I trust in the things I see with non-physical eyes? What are my beliefs around extrasensory perception? What's my viewpoint on reality? How can I shift that if I want? What purpose do my dreams and visions serve? And where is my power? Now, next we have violet. Violet color, dreaming of violet indicates divinity, peace, tranquility, and enlightenment. We're talking about a devout presence of knowingness and violet-hued dreams. It's as if higher wisdom is a personality of its own, and its presence is standing within your body, thinking, knowing, watching, independently yet separately. It's a sensational experience, and violet dreams are a glimpse inside the kind of awareness phenomenon. Violet is about blossoming and opening up a new conventional experience. Violet dreams mark the union of a soul with body, mind, divine consciousness. With this kind comes bliss, satisfaction, and rest. The more we swim in violet energies, the more we'll experience this lucid presence of knowing. So if you have a violet dream, appreciate every square inch of it, because they're a real gift from the divine source. So if you dream of violet, you want to ask yourself, how can I become more fully aware of the watcher within? How can I experience life more fully? What is my highest intent for life, and are my actions aligned with that intent? Is peace a state of mind, a state of being? What are my beliefs about peace? Do I have to earn contentment and tranquility? What is my relationship with this present moment, this now? What is my relationship with it? So next, I want to discuss dream number meanings when we dream in numbers. Very symbolic. Number 1. When we dream in number 1, our deeper knowing is expressing concepts of new beginnings. Ones are symbolic of fresh start, starting over, and launching in a new direction. The number 1 in dreams also points to self. Number 1 asks you to check in with yourself and your well-being. Number 1 also speaks to us unity and unification. If you're spread all over the place, number 1 may be telling you to consolidate. Dreaming the number 2 indicates choice and balance. The number 2 in our dreams may be telling us to make a choice about a decision we've been putting off. It may also point to a need to balance our time, our budgets, our resources. 2 also points to relationship and partnerships. In this light, when number 2 surfaces in dreams, it may be a time to look at our business partnerships as well as friends, family, and romantic relationships. 3 is an extremely creative number and is sacred too. When the number 3 shows up in our dreams, it's an indication to create something new. Pull out our pens, paintbrushes, musical instruments, building blocks, whatever gets your creative juices flowing and spurs you to produce something new and magical in your life. If you dream the number 3, anything you do creatively will come together elegantly because the number 3 blesses your productivity. Dreaming number meanings of 4 deals with structure, stability, and order. 4 is a foundational number and is very grounding. Ergo, number 4 may point to matters of the home. If you are in the market to sell or buy a home, the number 4 in your dreams is a good sign. Otherwise, pay special care to cleaning your home, removing clutter, and giving thanks for your residence when number 4 pays you a dream visit. Number 5 in dreams is about harmony, love, union, and contentment. When we are dreaming of 6, or did I skip 5? Number 5 in our dreams is about motion, mobility, and travel. Sorry, guys. When you're dreaming of number 5, you might be compelled to start packing your bags and traveling to parts unknown. 5 is about adventure, and dreaming of number 5 is also a green light signal because the energy of 5 is protection, especially during travel. Now, number 6, harmony, love, union, and contentment. When we are dreaming of 6, we're called to nurture ourselves and our loved ones. Number 6 asks us to spend time appreciating the beauty in our lives. Spend time with loved ones, self-indulge, splurge a little, enjoy tender moments with children. Number 6 in dreams recommends a reunion with the people and places we love the most. 7 in dreams is a call for higher education. It's a magical, mystical number, and acting upon its presence will ensure success in higher studies. Dreaming of 7 is a sign to continue study, start a new hobby, look into an alternative healing, investigate practices, and get more involved with spiritual teachings. The number 8, meaning dreaming of 8, talks to us about cycles of time and the infinite nature of life. When we dream of the number 8, it is deeper message from our soul that says, all is well, you are always protected and infinitely cared for by the universe. 8 is actually a thumbs up from the universe. It is a sign that everything will work out and your external nature is true nature. Now 9, dreaming of 9, indicates you are precised on a new adventure. It's the last number before reaching completion, which is number 10. And so it hints to the ending of one phase of life while en route to the next stage. Interestingly, 9 also talks about happy returns. In dreams, number 9 asks our attention to spiral back into our source, the true core of who we are in order to know our value. Essentially, it asks us to get back to our roots. So, the 6 simple steps to interpreting dreams is number 1, you want to record it. You want to keep a notebook or a recording device by your bed and record your dreams the moment you wake up. Do not delay because your dreams will diminish. Record your dreams in small bits. It doesn't have to be overwhelming detail. Odds are, if you record just meaty bits of the dream, your memory can recall the rest. Record what seemed most important to you. Next, you want to summarize it. After you record your dream, take a few minutes to jot down single words that best describe the overall feeling of the dream. Then you want to compare it. By recording the dream and putting single word identifications on the feelings of the dream, you are fleshing out of the dream and it is taking out a substantial meaning. Now you can begin to compare the feelings and the events in your dream with those experienced in waking life. Then you want to revisit and observe it. Revisit your dream and observe the people, places, activities, and events in your dream. Pay special attention to the people and animals in your dream. What are they doing? What do they look like? What colors are dominant in your dream? What kind of activities are taking place? What is the season in the dream? Just play around in a free associative way with the various elements in your dream. Jot them down. And then you want to self-project it. After you have taken stock of different people and or animals in your dream, the next step is to imagine these people are you. For example, if the main player in your dream is a yellow dog, imagine this dog is you. What does that mean to you? What was the dog doing that you also do? The yellow dog in your dreams is a loyal aspect of yourself. That is, if you subscribe to dogs being man or woman's best friend, if you have a phobia about dogs, the dream is speaking to a fearful or attacking aspect about yourself. And then next and last, you want to put it all together. You now have a great overall outline of your dream. Now you will put all your recordings, impressions, single word associations, observations, and self-projections together. Invest in some quiet time alone as you ponder all your dream interpretations. So there you have it. That is it. This is I want to thank everybody in chat. It's been a long day for me today, but I think this is all very interesting and important information. And like it said, it has a lot to do with our future and our lives. And if we can just sit there and remember what we're dreaming about, it could tell you a lot about your life and what's going to happen and what you can do. And I think that's all valuable information. So I want to wish everybody a great weekend. I want to thank Paranormal King Radio Network, Ross Raposo. I'd like to thank everybody in chat. I know I wasn't able to be in chat that much tonight. But I want to thank Will and Mel, Tom, Grunge, Jerry, the Wizard, King, and Cody. I want to thank you all for being a part of our show. If, like I said, you need some help, I will be glad to help you. Just message me on Facebook, and we can attack this together if you want. Jot down your dreams, and we can talk about it. I'm there to help, and that's it. So everyone have a great night, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you very much.
There are things in this world of the paranormal that we do not understand, but we try to explain it through methods of science, magic, religion, and historical accounts. What we present to you now is Haunted Salem's Beyond the Grave, where the dead educate the living.